Hello boys and girls, and welcome back. I'm your host and guide, Thirtyne, and we're currently on the path to the ancient castle. Yeah, we did kind of visit the ancient castle and we learned about what's in there. But because I was just kind of running through quickly... oh, pardon my voice. Anyways, because we were just running through quickly, I missed a lot of chests. Now, I did this intentionally just to try and get to those two treasure box monsters in the one episode, so this time we're just going to be cleaning up. Here we got an X potion. Down here, you got a Magirock. Not that great, but hey, we're picking it up because it's nearby. And then if we keep heading back, we don't have to go too far. Just down the stairs and through a little path here, we can pick up the Death Card, or the Trump, or the Doom Darts, or whatever it decides it wants to be called in your version of the game. This is another weapon, right? Another one of Setzer's weapons. It's basically the Intense, or Doom Darts, or the Trump Card. One version of the original version of the game, the Intense Darts were called the Doom Darts, and the Death Card was called the... Sorry, the Death Card was called the Trump, while the Intense Darts were called the Doom Darts or something, and then the other version mixed them up. I don't remember. One was the PlayStation, one was the Super Nintendo. I think the Super Nintendo called the Death Cards the Doom Darts, which was wrong because it's not darts, they're cards, and these are darts, and they called them the Trump. Anyways, they're both the same. One's just more powerful than the other. They both have instant death attacks, so it's just an upgrade. There's also, I think, Ether somewhere in here, but I don't really think it's worth to go looking around for it, because it's not that great. I basically just wanted to go back and grab the darts before we continued on. Now, last time we were here, we went to the left of the door. This time, let's go in this little door right here. It's kind of hard to see, but it's there. Now, the Punisher, we've seen one of these before, haven't we? I think we have. This was the weapon that Bannon had at the beginning of the game. This is basically, well, gonna be the strongest, basically straight up attacking staff in the game. It doesn't give you bonuses to magic, so I don't think it's as good as the Wizard Rod, because really how often are you just using normal physical attacks? But it's still powerful nonetheless. And I can finally get rid of that Heal Rod, which, luckily a lot of the enemies here, you know, kind of take damage from it. Huh. Looks like... Anyways. So, here when we get into the castle, you'll notice we have Odin, stoned, right where he was left. Should you talk to him... he turns into a Magirock. Now, this Esper... Odin. You cast him... he insta-kills all enemies, and he has the chance of teaching you Meteor. When you gain a level, you get +1 to speed. Now, this is one of the only Espers that'll give you upgrades to your speed, so he's pretty good. Meteor, as powerful of a spell as it is, I'm not a giant fan. It's great, but it's not the best. I prefer... it's basically a multi-targeting flare, right? So, I don't know. I just like to stick with flare, but honestly, that's just me. Oh, and it's about time we finally fought some new enemies. Not that this guy's gonna be any sort of tough, because he's, you know, here all by himself. We'll just... BAM! Take him out. Alright, however, there's two doors here. We got one to the left. We can pick up some treasure chests. Somewhere, I'm pretty sure we can. that kind of hurts. I have no idea what that just did. Huh. I hope it wasn't a bad thing. Well, I guess if we were using it on ourselves, it probably wasn't, but still. Ah, shit. Yeah, see? That's why you gotta be careful. This area, the majority of the enemies here actually will reflect your attacks. So, it's probably best just to stick with Strago's lures if you are gonna cast magic. Do remember, however, though, that they're still going to be resistant to most of them. Come on, I know there's chests in here somewhere. Okay, you know what? I don't care that much. Screw that door. Okay, the door that we were looking for is actually this hidden one over here. In here we get a few more chests. We get the Storm Orb, which is a relic for Amaro, allows him to cast an ice base attack in all his rages. And another gold hairpin, which is just that, another gold hairpin. Pretty sure there's another secret entrance in here. I can't figure out where it is. Is it... Oh, maybe it's down here. Okay. Here it is. Come into this room. Pick yourself up a high ether. And... Hey, what's that? There's a book with a jewel-covered front. Princess's Diary. I have fallen in love with Odin. I know that such is not allowed. But I don't care about the rules. I love him and his noble heart beyond the bounds of species. They can't stop me. Once the battle is over, I will reveal to him how I feel. Aw, poor princess. In the American version, I think they made that the queen that tells you about that it's fallen in love with the princess, which kind of adds a weird American, twist on it, because that means that the queen was ready to cheat on the king. Ah, crap. Well, that looks like that's all there is to do here. But it's actually... Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna tell you guys. If you leave here at this point, now that you've been to the castle, and you go back to the library in Figaro Castle, one of the guys there will tell you that there's a secret passage 5 steps down from the Queen's throne. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you hit the switch. Come back into here, and this staircase appears. Now, you come down here, and hey look, it's another dragon! Let's just get prepared before we actually go fight him. Ice Shield. I'm gonna go with the Force Shield. Ice Shield, let's go with another Force Shield. We've got Force Armor, so that works too. Once again, the Force Armor. The Iga Shield, you can keep that. Because you've got nothing better, we'll just leave you with the Ice Shield, and you're basically gonna be my weakest link. Okay. Another dragon, really, because we've got all this elemental defense, he's not going to be that hard, but we'll see what he can do. Yeah, no, this is going to be easy, especially... Whoops, I did not want to do that. I thought that was Big Guard. Oh well, whatever. Water's gonna heal him, so... Not that I really care, because I've yet to deal any damage. This guy's a bit of a bitch because, well, he casts Flash Rain, which, if it hits, will cause seizure on your characters. This can be prevented, however, by bringing in ribbons, but I figured that it's not really going to be enough of an issue that I cared to lower my attack to bring in the ribbons, so I'm just going to deal with it as is. And, we'll have you sit around for a bit. We'll let you get that big guard before you go away. I know you've already got Shell, but it'll add on some Protect. Not really all that great, but, what the hey. I'm pretty sure you can slow the boss too. Not 100%, but, you know what, let's just try it out and see if it works. Yeah, look at that. Slowed. Haha. Now he won't be attacking us as often. Or at all, because he's dead. What? Why do I always do the cool stuff that will help me with the battle just before the boss dies? Seriously, why do I do that? And with that, we get the Thirtyne. Whatever, it's Odin's sword. It's a really powerful sword, randomly kills enemies, and it's the only non-samurai sword that Cyan can equip. Which makes it probably his best sword, because of the instant death attack. So, unfortunately that won't work with his sword techs, but if you want to just use his physicals, go for it. Good time to give him the offering, too, because, hey, yes, it'll have all his abilities, but he's still doing 2 times as much damage with his regular attack, and that's 4 chances at instant death. Now, in the American version, they fucked it up. They messed it up because they gave it a different name, and I don't remember what they called it, but they didn't call it the Thirtyne. So a lot of people don't realize that what you're getting here is actually Odin's sword. Now, just before we leave, hey, stairs that go up and down, that's kind of cool. There's a statue of the Queen here. Now, don't check the statue if you plan on teaching, whatever it's called, frickin' Medio to any of your party members. Okay? If you want to learn Medio, go learn that and then come back. Because upon talking to the statue... Look, from the stone! A tear? Oh my god, what is happening? She just cried on us! Odin gained a level? Yes! Odin got more powerful! Which means you lose the Odin Phantom Beast, and you gain Raiden. Now, he does the same thing as Odin. He severs all enemies. He also no longer gives you speed. He now gives you strength. So if you want to get speed, once again, Odin, don't level him up yet. However, he now teaches you the spell Quick. And the spell Quick, you cast it on yourself, and then you can use 2 commands around. So, say for Edgar, what we could do is every time his turn came, we could be like, use drill and then jump. Next turn, use drill and then jump. Someone like Strago, we could be like, hey, cast flare, and then right afterwards, cast flare. Now this is going to cost magic twice, because it's technically 2 turns being done in 1, but it's still 2 attacks around. If someone had the offering, you'd be like, fight, and then fight. So they get 8 attacks. If they had the Genji Glove, and then they cast Quick on themselves, you could go fight, and then fight, and that's 16 attacks. It is an excellent spell. But I do believe with all this now explored, there's actually nothing else for us in here. So, I think I'm just gonna head back out. And because there's not really anything else to be doing in here, I think I'm gonna end the episode, and I will see you guys next time back outside on the world map. Until then, guys.